Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming to Las Vegas today. Obviously, this is the day after tax filing deadline. Big changes this year. Talk to me about how that affects the American people and especially the city of Las Vegas, our workers here.
Well, work and family tax cuts, which we passed last July 4th, we stopped the biggest tax increase in history. We made the President Trump's term one tax cuts permanent, but we also added no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. The Our great seniors can keep more of their Social Security and deductibility of the loans on American-made cars. And I can tell you that we've seen a disproportionate impact to the upside for all of Nevada and for Clark County in particular, that your refunds are higher than the national average.
And talk to me about millions of Americans have taken advantage of these new tax codes, especially here in Las Vegas with our service industry, our bartenders, our casino workers. Talk to me about that.
Well, first of all, I want to say they're near and dear to my heart. My first two jobs, I was a busboy, I got tips. I worked on the beach in South Carolina, putting out umbrellas. I was also a bartender. So look, 5% of filers have taken the advantage of the no tax on tips. I am sure that it is off the charts for here in Las Vegas. And I think it's part of President Trump, and it's America first. You get to keep more of the money you make over time. You want to work longer, then you get to keep your money. I was up in Westchester County in New York, very high tax area, and I was hearing from our first responders, the police, the ambulance drivers, the firemen, and all the unions there are ecstatic about the no tax on overtime also. So I hope they're getting some overtime here in Las Vegas.
And let's talk about, this isn't just the workers here in Las Vegas. The businesses are benefiting as well, especially the casinos. There's some new tax rules this year for casino winnings. Talk to me about that and how that encourages people to come here to Las Vegas.
Sure. So now you used to be able to go home with $1,200 and not pay taxes. That's been up to $2,000. And I think everybody comes to Las Vegas wanting to stick it to the casino owners. So if you're able to stick it to the casino owner, then you get to take more of your money home.
That does encourage people to come here, which is my final question. Our tourism has been down about 13% or so over the last year. So anything that workers can do to have a little bit more in their pocket is crucial to their bottom lines at this point. This is the backbone of our economy. Talk to me about how no taxes on tips and the overtime taxes, the differential, this tax season is making a really big difference.
Well, again, we got the big refunds. Refunds were up about 13%. But what workers can do now, if you haven't changed your withholding, go change your withholding, because the reason the refunds are so big this year is because people overpaid last year. So if you want to get an automatic bump up in your weekly or monthly checks, go and change your withholdings, and you'll see a real increase. Could be several $100s a week or a month.
Anything else you wanted to say to the people of Las Vegas being here? I mean, big changes in tax code this year. Our city probably benefits more so than anywhere else in the country.
Well, look, I went into Mar-a-Lago one day to see the president, and people of Las Vegas should know that no tax on tips originated here. Because I said, sir, where did you come up with this idea for no tax on tips? And he was like, I was out in Nevada, I saw this waitress just working herself to death, and I looked over and I thought, she ought to be able to keep this money. She's working so hard. So this is a hometown provision that President Trump came here, he saw it, and as a result, it's now law.
Secretary Besson, I appreciate your time.